Hello guys, this is Sakafusi. I have a master's in computer science and my hobby is to use my geek power to predict football outcomes. In this video, I will present to you the best fixtures from Game Week 16 to Game Week 22, the best players to buy and the players to avoid. We will also take a look at the most popular transfers, my team plans and the best wildcard team. Finally, we will answer some questions from our social media. This is the table with the best fixtures for attackers. Fulham has the best fixtures with a coefficient of 1.06, meaning that they are expected to score 6% more goals than usual. Manchester City fixtures are swinging, so maybe it's time to consider their assets again, even though their form was bad recently. This is the FDR for defenders. Arsenal tops the list, expected to score 2.34 clean sheets over the next 7 game weeks. Liverpool is second and Nottingham with cheap defenders is third on the list. Consider defenders from these teams. This is the table with the best players. Screenshot this table and save it to your device because this is the best tool you need to plan your transfers and optimize your team. Red color are the forwards, white the midfielders and yellow are the defenders. Palmer and Salah are much ahead from the competition in midfield. They are essential in every team in my opinion. Saka and De Bruyne are the next best you can get if you have the money. The best budget options right now are Johnson, Semenyo and Eze. In the forward line, Haaland is the best asset by far, but his price is too high and maybe avoiding him is the best option. The next two strikers, Isak and Jackson, offer great value and top quality and they are the best options. If you need a cheap forward, Visa and Pedro are decent picks. In defense, no one is really standing out. Manchester City good fixtures make Vardiol good choice again. Saliba and Milenkovic are good options from Arsenal and Forest. Their teams have clean sheet potential and they are both threatening from set pieces. Munoz is also a good attacking fullback, but don't expect any clean sheets point from him. Those are the most sold players. Welbeck has 0 retains in the last 4 games and overall his underlying stats are not great. Brighton good fixtures are over and now is the time to move him on. Watkins is a good asset and a constant threat, but his minutes are not safe and with a price of 9.0 you expect at least a nailed player. Haaland is the best forward, but if your price is 14.9, being the best is not enough. If you need a forward to replace Welbeck, Watkins or Haaland, then Isak, Jackson and Solanke are the best alternatives. Gabriel missed 2 games in a row and made a lot of managers to sell him. Arteta is always cryptic and you never know when a player is coming back. If your bench is strong, keep him, it's probably not a long-term injury. But if you need a defender, then the best premiums are Vardiol and Saliba, while the best value for money comes from Milenkovic and Munoz. Smith Rowe is now on 4 consecutive games without return and his underlying stats are very bad. He averages 0.33 expected goals or assists per 90. If you compare him with another player in a similar price range, it's not even close. Replacing him should not be a top priority since he doesn't cost a lot. But if you have transfer to spare, then consider Semenyo. He is nailed in Bournemouth, starting 11, he averages 0.42 x goals per game and costs only 5.7. These are the most transferred players right now. People seem to follow my model since they are buying the best player in each position. Saliba is the best defender, Isak is the best forward and Palmer with Salah are the best midfielders according to my model. Enzo Fernandez is a smart choice since lately he is nailed in Chelsea starting 11, his role is advanced and he is close to the goal. In the last 4 games he played 90 minutes and he had 5 returns from 2.65 expected goal involvement. His average expected goals this season is 0.25 per 90, while Morgan Rogers has only 0.13. This is my team managed by my model. Game week 15 was a total disaster for me. Huge red arrow from 30k to 90k. Salah and Arnold didn't play. They missed the game week due to postponement. Gabriel didn't play due to injury and my captain Watkins got benched and subbed in for a 1-pointer. My weak bench cost me a lot of points and I am planning on fixing this problem right now. I have 2 free transfers and I am planning on moving Digne and Rico Lewis out for 2 nail defenders to strengthen my team depth. Gvardiol, Saliba, Milenkovic and Munoz are high on my shortlist. Now let's talk about some optimal wildcard drafts according to my model. You don't wanna spend much in goalkeepers. Fabianski and Sels are the best cheap players in this position, so we go for them. Clean sheets are rare this season, so we go cheap in defense. We can afford one premium defender and Gvardiol is the standout. Saliba is very close if you can afford him. Nottingham has decent defense and Milenkovic is a threat from set pieces. Munoz is the most attacking fullback in the league right now. Midfielders score consistently the most points, so we go with 4 premiums here. Palmer and Salah are non-negotiable. Best players in the league, you can't go without them. De Bruyne and Saka are good and safe choices. They will return some points for sure. We need a cheap midfielder to fill our squad and Semenyo provides the best value for money. You can't expect much from him, but he will score some goals in the future. Isaac is the best forward after Haaland and we want him in our squad. Visa and Pedro provide the best value for money in the forward line. If your team value is low, you can't afford this team, so I have an alternative for you. Swapping Saka with Eze can free up a lot of money. This way you can also afford Pedro to Jackson and add one more decent defender to strengthen your depth of your bench. Some players that barely didn't make it to the wildcard team are Saliba, Fernandes, Kudus and Solanke. If you like any of those, don't afraid to pick them. Now let's see some questions from your social media. Olympian says that there is no reason to hold on City assets right now. City has great fixtures ahead. KDB is back with great underlying stats and Gvardiol is nailed. If we compare KDB with Saka, we see that they have similar underlying stats. KDB has better fixtures and he is a bit cheaper. Buying him right now might be the best differential pick. Gvardiol has 0.34 XGI per 90, which is pretty good for a defender. He plays 90 minutes every game, and in the easy fixtures that coming, he will surely score a couple of clean sheets and attacking returns. I know that Manchester City are in a very bad form, but they can only improve from now and on. Henners is counting his yellow cards. Don't worry so much about them. If a player misses a game, it's not the end of the world. Playing your bench player once doesn't cost you so much. Klopp thinks that people overestimate or underestimate Watkins and Isaac. Both of those players are very expensive. To justify this price, you should be better than cheaper alternatives and nailed on your team's starting 11. Both Watkins and Isaac didn't follow those rules and this is why their ownership was pretty low until now. Nothing wrong there. Don't owning a player in FPL doesn't mean you consider him bad. It's a game. He may be bad for his price. Chill out, guys. Thanks for watching, my friends. If you find this video helpful, please click the like button and leave a comment with what you wanna see in the future. Good luck with your FPL teams.